Lord your God, and you and your children, and obey his voice, sing like what? Deuteronomy chapter 28. And all that I command you today with all your heart and with all your soul. That's not a prophecy. That is God literally giving his stipulation. Do this.
That's not a stipulation. That's not an if in there, Cherry. That's not an if in there, sweetie. Listen, this is a decree, Cherry. This is a decree, Cherry. When did this happen? All I'm asking you is, when did this prophecy happen? This is a decree, Cherry.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Did not God give this same kind of commandment decree in Deuteronomy 28?
This has nothing to do with Deuteronomy 28. This is after Deuteronomy 28. This is prophecy.
Did the same type of decree in Deuteronomy 28? Yes or no?
No, that's not a decree in Deuteronomy 28. That is basically if.
Let's go next time. Let's go. Just wasting my time. Do this. Take up thy bed and walk. And he that was killed was to Jesus conveyed himself away. The multitude began in that place. Afterward, Jesus findeth him in the temple and said unto him, Behold, thou art made whole. Sin no more, lest a worse thing come upon thee. Now, let me break there for 2 seconds. If Jesus had sinned, how he going to tell this man, go and sin no more, if Jesus is still a sin? No, Jesus knew no sin. Wouldn't have been able to do what he did if he was a sinner. Let's keep going. This fool don't know what he's talking about. The man departed and told the Jews that it was Jesus which had made him whole. Therefore did the Jews persecute Jesus and sought to kill him, because he had done these things on the Sabbath. But Jesus answered them, My Father worketh hitherto, and so do I. Therefore the Jews sought the more to kill Jesus. Why? Because, number one, he not only had broken the Sabbath, John chapter 5, verse 18, but said also that God was his Father, which made him equal, ahad, with God. So, darling, Jesus is sinless. He knew no sin. It was the Jews that you seek to try to be like that called Jesus a sinner. You infidel. Don't ever come to me with your faulty position. At this point, Sal, I don't want to hear nothing else from this lame.
Okay.
Christ is the Lord of the Sabbath, which the Sabbath is definitely found in Torah, correct? Right?
Yes, it is.
And
yes.
Christ stated that he is Lord of the Sabbath. Did he not?
Yes.
Okay, so if Christ said that, which he did, then wait a minute. He's capital Lord over the Sabbath, Yahweh over the Sabbath. He can do whatever he wants to.
Okay, I categorically disagree with that, but I don't want to get off focus. Go ahead.
Hold on. That add and subtract that you see in Deuteronomy 4 and 2, Deuteronomy 12, 2, I believe, and also it's found again in Revelation chapter 22, verses 18 and 19, right? Well, let's go back to Deuteronomy 4 and 2 and Deuteronomy 12, 32. Who is they talking to?
He's talking to Israel, all of those that are under the laws, like Christ was.
Wait a minute. Is Christ higher than the people of the nation of Israel?
To answer your straw man, yes.
No, that's not a strong man. That's biblical.
First things first is, how is Christ eternal? Does not have anything to do with Mount Sinai. Came to fulfill it and then tell you to disregard it at all. And where is that in the Bible?
Okay. Did God say that he was Alpha and Omega? God
Absolutely,
the
he
Father, the
did.
Most High.
Right. So he wouldn't.
Okay. Can you do me a favor? You got your Bible? You got your Bible?
Yes,
I know
absolutely.
you're not used to that, but you got your Bible.
I did a whole.
Let's go here. Okay.
Hour
So we
on
both agree that God the Father calls himself Alpha, Omega, beginning and end, first and last, right? We agree with that, right?
Absolutely.
Right? Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
So could you do me a favor? Could you do me a favor, beloved, and go to Revelation 1 and 8? Can you read that to me? And tell me who's speaking right there. Revelation 1 and 8. You know the last book in the Bible, Revelation chapter 1, verse 8. Can you read that for me and tell me who's speaking?
All right, and maybe just take the first. Joel, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Joel chapter 3. Yes, ma'am. Verses 1 through 3. Yes, ma'am.
Lord
All right.
mercy, you're gonna cherry pick this one. Okay.
No. I'm asking you to read it actually.
I am reading it.
Yes, ma'am.
For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations. You left that out. And will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people. Hold on. Context kills false doctrine. Stop this. And they
I didn't
have
false
cast.
doctrine.
You said 1 through 3, Doctor. And they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for a harlot and sold a girl for wine, and they might drink.
Question becomes, who are the people that are in captivity? No, I don't think it's anything.
Well,
I'm just asking you.
First of all, we know it ain't you. That's number one.
Is this a future prophecy that will take place?
No, it ain't you. Because, see, what I'm going to do is move over here to Ezekiel chapter 27. I know you ain't got no argument. So what I'm going to do is go over here. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over here to Ezekiel chapter 27, right?
Okay.
And watch what Ezekiel do. And it says here, because see, notice you're trying to cherry pick scripture. This is what you're not.
You're actually deflecting from my original question.
This is a lament over Tyree. And notice in verse 4, it mentions Tyree. See? And it says the word of the Lord, talking about in Joel chapter 3, verse 4, which you didn't want to touch, it mentions Tyree. And Ezekiel so happens to mention the same thing. Look at that. The word of the Lord.
So are you saying that Joel chapter 3 happened?
No. The people need to hear Ezekiel 27, which is going to cancel everything that you tried to do right now out. They don't play no games with y'all folks. Watch this. The word of the Lord came again unto me, and say unto Tyrus, O thou that art statue in the entirety of the sea, which art the merchants of the people of many isles. Thus saith the Lord God, O Tyrus, thou hast said, I am perfect beauty. Now, when I go down, it speaks about the inhabitants of Gideon and Eveled were thy Marina. Sorry, I'm bad with these names. Thy wise men, O Tyrus, that were in thee, were thy pilots, right? And then when we go down further to verse 13, it starts mentioning these same places that's over there in Joel. Javin, Tabal, Meshiach, they were thy merchants. They traded the persons of men and vessels of brass in thy markets. So did you know that slavery was a lucrative business back then, just like it is now?